welcome back. And if you've chosen the Bloodstone, there we go, this is the reading for you. So I'm going to put this on the side right here. So before we start, we're going to go ahead and just, make this space a focus, clear space so that you can understand what messages I have for you at this time. All right, so there's that. I went ahead and just cleanse the space with the sound bowl and bring forward all light beings that are here to assist us. So I'm going to be pulling your energy in regards to life, work, love, any and all kinds of relationships. And I have some other cards here just for clarification, just in case we need it. So hang tight. All right, so it looks like people who've chosen this this pile, this crystal, this beautiful bloodstone, the energy around you, it feels very much contradictory, if that makes any sense. So like, I feel like there's like a tug of war, like there's like this mental tug of war going on. And I see partnerships, I see creation, I see celebration, of course I see fighting. So let's dive a little deep and see what we can find out here. So in the center of all this, we have the sun reversed. So this card right here, the sun reversed, even though it is reversed, it's still a very positive indication that that you're moving in the right direction and with this person. And the interesting thing about this image here is that you see two people like shadowed, right? So it could indicate a partner, it could indicate a friend. It could indicate the sense of not being alone in this time, the sense of not wanting to be alone at this time. So again, guys, the sun is very positive. It's uplifting. It brings forward a new day. It's starting a new path and just going with it and trusting that however this water, wherever it takes you, you're going to be okay, because you have the backing of, people that believe in you, you believe in yourself, and the water looks calm. The water looks like it's easy to go through. You just have to put in the effort to move yourself to wherever it is that you want to go. So aside from that, what also caught my eye is the fact that we have the moon. The moon right next to the sun indicates a need for balance, whereas the sun is outward and illuminates everything and shows you things for what it is. Here you have the moon. The moon hides. The moon the moon can be deceiving in showing you the true picture of things. So then again, here you do have two people in this, and they're walking down this path, this clear path, and it's illuminated by the moon. And if they go off course, they don't know what they're going to encounter in the tall grass. They don't know. So what they do know is what they see in front of them. So this is where the conflict comes. Are you going to stick to the things that you know, or are you willing to step out and go off course and find another way? Okay, so that's just something to think about. And then I just wanted to point that out. But yes, then here we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant in this situation, it tells me that you're a person of maybe traditional thinking, traditional values. You like how things have always been done. You're not really one to, again, step out and go off course. Like when you know you're comfortable with something, it's really hard to get you out of your comfort zone. But I can tell you right now with the sun energy here, this is going to be a time for you to put that mentality to the side and move forward into new waters and move forward into new ventures. This is the time to do it, because you more than likely will be presented with offers to try something different, to look at things in another way that you didn't think were possible. And then, on the surrounding energy, right here we have the 10 of Wands. Here we have a naked woman. She's comfortable in her body. She's waiting for her lover to return, and she's ready to go, right? So the colors also indicate to me that this is a very passionate person. There's perhaps a passion project that you're wanting to delve deeper into, and there's this sense of growth as well, because we do see some green in the card. So you have red for passion, the green for growth, the white can also symbolize something new, something innocent, that you're willing to lay down on and and give it a whirl. So it doesn't necessarily mean that like this is a sexy time, although it could be that you're having a lot of perhaps sexual innuendos, or perhaps these can also be creative projects too, that you're having a lot of bouts of creativity, and you're going to delve deeper into that. Aside from that, there's also internally you have a lot of here we see the 5 of Wands. It's conflict. We see a lot of he said, she said, kind of energy back and forth. People are just attacking, not really seeing the bigger picture, just straight out rebelling against whatever it is that is going on. So and remember, this is like internal things. So what is it that you're fighting for? What is it that you're wanting to stand up for? Ask yourself that, right? And over here we have the coin, this opportunity to make money, this opportunity to just accept these offers of, how do I say, accept these offers of perhaps employment, of investments. That this can also be an investment that you might be presented with, and it looks like, based on all the cards here, would be a really good time to invest. So then ultimately you are the master of your own destiny. You are the master of your own fate and destiny. So with the Magician here, we see this person with all four elements here: the sword, the coins, the cups, and the staff. And she's wearing this red cape or pink cape, whatever color that is. To me, that symbolizes passion. That symbolizes the will to do something. And there's this determination and this kind of a stance and this kind of look here that she has. So it looks like you are definitely coming into this this energy of creating, of accepting investments, of perhaps balancing and do like I'm looking. This is what's catching my eye here. We have these, like a couple, and it, like I said, it doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be like a friendship. Like you're longing for friendship. You're longing for a connection here, and you might just be manifesting that, a connection. Okay, so aside from that, we have this Nine of Wands. And here we have this man in calm water on a boat with all of these oars that don't serve him any good. He's collecting all of these things, and he just needs one, maybe two at the most. But he's so caught up with the material of it, the burden of being in charge of all of these oars, that he can't comfortably do what he needs to do to move this boat. So this is like, this to me, this looks like a burden. This looks like leading up to a burden, right? So where you have all of these responsibilities being thrown at you, you know, you're really not setting your boundaries as far as what you can and what you can and cannot tolerate, and you're holding on to these things. So you're going to have to learn boundaries during this time, so that you can successfully move your boat. Remember, you're on a boat over here with somebody. You need to make space for them. You need to let your baggage, let's just say that, right? Baggage, you need to let your baggage out. You know, heal it, release it, so that you can make space for this person here in the middle, in this center card here in the sun. So that you can row your boat to wherever it is that you want to go. Okay? And then here we have the King of Staves. And in this position, this represents a fear. This represents the fear of, perhaps the fear of missing out, perhaps the fear of not fulfilling your deepest desires. You know, this man, he looks like he's, you know, he's confidently holding a, you know, his rod, like as if he's ready to protect himself. He's ready to make a move if he needs to. But yet, look at, he's wearing his crown, he's wearing a cape, a red cape with white fluffy trimmings on it, and a suit. So he's not necessarily ready for battle, but, you know, he could if he wanted to, which is why he's holding that staff in the way that he is. Like, he's ready to protect himself. He's ready to, you know, do what he has to do. And he has mastered his passions. He's mastered anything that he's ever wanted. He can get it, and he knows it. But in this position right here, this represents the fear of quite the opposite, of not having it, of not obtaining it, of not experiencing everything that life has to offer. So aside from that, ultimately we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups represents, you can't really see it here what I'm looking at, but The Three of Cups represents celebration. It represents just your cups are overfilled. They're steady. You just see these cliffs. Perhaps you're wanting to travel to a body of water. Like there's a lot of water in this. So it could also represent emotion. It can represent wanting a relationship. This can also be a choice in between three people, or three opportunities that are presenting themselves. These cups can represent literally anything at this point because of the way that it's depicted. But typically it is of emotion. I do see that eventually you will pick a cup that is in your best interest for your heart, to heal that part of you. But yes, so let's go ahead and just clarify some of these things here, okay? So let's go ahead and read up or get some more clarity on relationships, because I feel because of these indications here of partnership fights, manifesting a sense of taking up too much that you can't even move your own boat as a metaphor, right? And then this fear right here, this fear of not having it all, of not, like, think about it. Do you need it all? Is it necessary? Just ask yourself that. And then, of course, ultimately we have the Ten of Cups, not the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups, which represent celebrations. It can represent just three choices. Oh, which cup are you going to drink from? So I'm going to go ahead and pull the Romance Angels, and we are just going to go ahead and clarify some relationship stuff here. If you're single and you're dating, let's just go ahead and focus on that. Like what's really the energy that we have here for single people in this pile? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So we have that, followed by getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is for the single people, right? This is basically telling me that you really don't have depth in your connections with these people, or with a person that you're really trying to get to know. You have to be vulnerable. That's what it's going to come down to. You're going to have to express your intention. You're going to have to express who you are, what you're about. You're going to have to be vulnerable. When that's what it's going to have to come down to. If you want to get over this hurdle of this sense of wanting a partnership. And it doesn't have to be romantic or sexual, although we are asking about romance right now. This can also mean in friendships too. Stop being so superficial about things. Perhaps you're needing to have more depth in your interactions, and be true to yourself, and be true to the people that you're wanting to get to know. And that's what it comes down to. So I'll move that over here. Now, overall, we have the Psychic Heart. I'm just going to pull your overall vibe. Rest and reconsider. Okay. So rest and reconsider. Okay, we got another one. And shine. You see, this is the equivalent to the sun, which is this card right here. Your center card. So that is pretty cool. It reaffirmed that and again, we have this crazy, like, contradicting energy. So we have rest and reconsider, hiding away, and then you have shine, which is you know, being out and about. So it's so contradictory. And again, we have the moon and the sun, the contradicting energies here. So I really do feel that I was on point with this contradicting energy of, you want this happy-go-lucky, but this is what you're ultimately needing. Right now is the time to rest and reconsider your position. Rest and reconsider what it is that you're wanting in relationships and friendships and work and life. Reconsider everything right now, because ultimately you're still going to be blessed no matter what. No matter what path you go on, you're still going to have your experiences. You're still going to have what you're wanting. So don't fret with that. What I will definitely go back to is rest and reconsider. So perhaps just legit taking time for yourself right now. If you're single and you're wanting to, you know, go hang out and do all this stuff with people, perhaps it's just not the time right now. Maybe you'll know when the time is right to express yourself and to let down your vulnerabilities, like just to be vulnerable. Okay? But right now the time is to yourself. That's what it's advising. So aside from that, you know what, let me pull some cards for my coupled people, just to be fair. So the people that are coupled here, what's up? What is going on with my coupled people? Ooh, you got a jumper. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So that one came out twice. So for my connected people in relationships, yeah, this is like, everything looks good. Again, make sure that you are expressing yourself, that if you're feeling a certain way, that you communicate that. So right now I feel that communication is going to be big for partners right now. Calling in your soulmate. Right now you are just being guided and blessed to make your all's life even greater together. So that looks good, guys. And aside from that, we're gonna go ahead and end with mindful messages. So I have a beautiful deck that was gifted to me by one of my loyal subscribers. Oh, there you go. New adventures. Okay, nice. So here we have, today I open myself up to new adventures. I go out and do something I have been holding back from. I move through the fear rather than let it control me. I trust my intuition and follow my desires. Alrighty guys, so that's about it. So if there's anything else that popped out, let me know how this resonates with you. Alrighty guys, bye. Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be the tarot reading if you picked this Adventurine stone. Now we're going to place it like right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by clearing the vibe, clearing the energy by ringing my singing bowl. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull a few cards and just get a general idea, general energy vibe, energy reading of what's going on in life, work, romance, all the 411. So hang tight, guys, as I pull these energies. This is my very watery and psychic group here. Nice, nice. Okay, just get ready for some change here. Okay, making some plans. Oh yeah, definitely a very psychic group. So if you've chosen this group, again, y'all are very intuitive, and y'all know. I absolutely love this energy here. So I'm gonna put my cards down. So let's see here. Princess of Cups. I see a person who is very in touch with their emotions, knows what they want, you know, and is willing to put, you know, their heart on their sleeve to see that their work and their passions are loved and appreciated. This person ultimately wants to be accepted, wants to be loved, you know, and is, like I said, very intuitive and knows in every facet of life, knows how to proceed. And the thing is, what's happening here is that there are moments where you doubt yourself, or you doubt, am I really feeling what I'm feeling? And I know this because of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the card, the intuitive card is, she is the energy. She knows when to respond and when to stay still. She knows that she needs to keep the balance. She needs to keep the peace. So at this time, trust your instincts. This is a very lucky reading that I see here. It's just going with the flow. That's what I'm seeing here, because I do see a lot of water. I do see some water surrounding you, and these are all water cards. So I see calm water though. So if there is a wave or a ripple, it's meant to teach you something. So don't fret, don't freak out when things didn't really go your way or not necessarily how you expected. It was meant to happen that way, okay? So you are then followed by the Star. The Star is a wish card. It is a lucky card. It's, you know, you testing the waters. You are just ultimately connected to source. You are connected to yourself, and this is what it's all about, being connected to yourself, to your environment, trusting your instincts, and just like I said, testing the water. This is amazing. I really like this energy here. So then here we have the internal, the things that are going on in the inside. So you have these attachments, and I do see you letting go. I see that you've been made aware of these unhealthy attachments with the Devil card here, and the Seven of Swords. It just, you see somebody walking away from bullshit, basically. So with all of this positive, good energy that you have here, you know, coupled with the Seven of Swords and the Devil and the Tower over here, it's just, you've had enough. I've seen that you've been through the fucking ringer and back. This is amazing. I see strength coming through. I see wisdom, much needed wisdom coming out of these turbulent times, and you're ultimately saying, fuck it, I'm gonna take what I've learned and I'm gonna be someone better. I'm gonna be someone greater than what I was before. I'm no longer gonna be feeling trapped. I'm walking away, and I'm okay with change. I'm okay with destroying everything that didn't serve me, releasing it, destroying everything and anything that stood in your way, and, you know, moving forward. So again, guys, if you look at the Tower card here, you see the all-seeing eye destroying this building, this castle. People are being tossed out of this castle to their death, basically, and a crown is being lost, it's fallen. So this, honestly, coupled with all of this other stuff, this was absolutely needed. You got rid of the trash. You are seeing things clearly. You are basically using your intuition to see. You're using your wish to see. You're breaking these chains to see. You're walking away from these swords to see what no longer served you. What you were attached to, caught up with, just didn't serve you. So this is right now your surrounding energy, your vibe, right? And here we go. Here we come over to your coming energy, right? So here we have this sense of camaraderie, of regrouping. After all of this, you're regrouping with people. I see that community there. And sometimes, like, if you look at the Four of Swords, they're like in a desert, in a small oasis, you know, and they're just resting. They're just, you know, talking about plans. Their swords are relaxed. And then you see the sign of Jupiter in the back of these swords. So right off the bat, I could tell you that you are going to be blessed. This rest period and this sense of camaraderie is going to do you good. This is what's going to expand in the future. Okay, so and then it's followed by the King of Swords. The King of Swords is someone who's brutally honest. He's very hyper focused. Gosh, if I could, like, you know, if I could find the words that I want to say for this kind of energy that I see here. The King of Swords is look at that. He's sharp. He's intent. And he will use that sword to cut away, and it's final, to cut away any BS, to point out the truth, to just focus. Because, and I know that this is going to be a focused time because of this this falcon, this eagle, whatever it is, hawk. It's probably a hawk. They have that laser focus, that hyper vision, you know, to get shit done and to make these plans. So I absolutely love this coming energy you're going to be facing. So, and here we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is in the fear and hesitant position. So this is ultimately like, oh shit, like, am I really gonna lose my money? And to be honest with you, you're not. Whatever losses you will experience at this time, it's for a greater purpose. And it's not, your finances will manifest themselves. You will be fine with keeping your money, with investing your money, you know, being very successful with your money. This is a false worry. It's not, you shouldn't need to worry about money. This is what this is telling me in this position. So, because the success will come, the financial gain will come when it's appropriate. Okay. And ultimately, here we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very traditional. It has this person has a following. This person inspires others to do good, to be good. But the negative side to the Hierophant is that it can be very close-minded. Like, if you look at the image here, if you look at the eyes of the Hierophant, it's laser focused. Again, you have like this sense of King of Swords where it's just, I'm going to see what I want to see and that's it. Everything else doesn't matter. So that can be a negative aspect to the Hierophant, you know, of just looking at, like, only looking through your eyes, and just being perhaps like narrow, like not having a bigger vision, a bigger perspective in this coming energy. So remember, guys, I do see here camaraderie. I do see here being super focused and having a fear of a financial situation, right? But again, you are supported. You will have the people that believe in you, the people that look up to you, you know. You listen to their ideas as well. Don't fall into it's you're the way that things are for you is the end all and be all, when that's not necessarily true. So that this is the warning that I would give you, is not to also push people away or make other people feel like they are not being heard in your group. If you have, again, if you have a following, if you have people that you're working with and you're working on a project or something like that, make sure that you're including them. Make sure that you are allowing them to speak their mind and open up your vision, open up your mind to their ideas as well. Okay, that's the only warning that I would give you in this coming energy, is not to slice away or disregard other people in your group, or the people that are loving you and the people that are caring about you. Don't slice them away with the with the King of Swords here, okay? Because he can be very fierce in that way, like he just doesn't care. Because when you've gone through all of this BS, you might put up your defenses, and you might, you know, lose track of your blessings here, your intuition, and not connect with the people, with your people, the right way. So aside from that, guys, let's go ahead and move forward with the energy oracle. So because so far all of this right here, it's very transformational. It's you are gonna come out on top. It's just that you need to heed the lessons that you've learned and come back to listening to people. And, you know, if you have to lead people, make sure that you're listening to your people, okay? That's basically it for that energy read. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull the energy oracle so that we can kind of get oh, this is interesting. Okay, so I am definitely on the money. Okay, I am on the money. So we have rest and rejuvenation. The rest card is this card right here, the Four of Swords. It's calling for you to relax, for you to come back to center, to source, and to regroup. That is what this card is telling me. Now, when it's coupled with appreciation, this is what I'm talking about. Your people, your friends, your family, whatever it is, whoever it is that you are, you know, dealing with, at work, at home, whatever, there needs to be that sense of appreciation. Your people need to be heard. That's what it is. This is the most simplest way that I can depict it for you. Rest and rejuvenation and appreciation. These are the lessons that you will come into perhaps the next few days to few weeks, if you let these lessons come to be. This is what you can expect. So aside from that, let's move over to the Goddess. The Goddess Oracle is ultimately, what is the lesson that you are going to learn out of this? Whoop. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got a lot. Okay, so we have assurance. So to me, assurance, and I see the triple goddess right here. The triple goddess is, to me, a sense of the high priestess. She's putting her energy into growing something, and she's very intuitive. She knows what to grow and how to grow it and all that. So then here we have Artemis. She is the is the goddess of focus. So again, very much like the King of Swords, she is a focused energy, a focused goddess. Persephone is mentioning an experience. So it's not to say that you don't know, because you do. You do have experiences, but you need to learn from your experiences. You need to learn from your experiences and put that forward. Also mean that perhaps you will have to go through this lesson again of dealing with attachments, dealing with swords being thrown at you, figuratively, right? And having to go through a tower moment again. So you might repeat this cycle. This is the warning here. We might have a repetition of this energy come forward again. So this might be for everybody, and it might not, because most of y'all will learn, because you have that Hierophant, you have that very spiritual high priestess energy around you. Like, you know these things. But if you don't apply the lessons, you will continue this cycle. You will repeat it. So that's the warning there. And then finally we have the past. So I really feel this is reiterating what I just said. The past, it's going to test you. It's going to repeat itself if you do not listen to your instincts, if you do not listen to the warnings that I'm giving you here, to listen to others, appreciate them. If you're focused, like if you're supposed to be resting and you're like ignoring the signs, and you're still working extremely hard, you're not taking the time to rest and rejuvenate, and this is what could happen again. You are going to come into this repeated cycle of BS, and I'm sorry to say that, guys, but if you're still listening as of right now, and you still decide to ignore your people, to not rest, you are going to end up in this awful cycle again, and it's going to hurt even more. Okay? Your tower, this tower that you're so safely in, is going to be removed, destroyed again. So you need to learn the lesson, okay? And I'm hoping that you all are still watching, because this is super, super important, okay? Aside from that, guys, let me go ahead and end with a mindful message. Okay. Conscious focus. Oh gosh, here we go with another focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy, and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. This is crazy awesome, guys. So we have this sense of focus. We have this sense of resting. How can you rest if you're supposed to be focusing? That's going to be the battle here. What path are you going to choose? Ask yourself that, and let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys? Bye. Hi, welcome back. And if you are here, it's because you've chosen the lovely Goldstone. Isn't it beautiful? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and place it here. And we're gonna go ahead and start off by cleansing the vibe, cleansing the energy, just making sure that we are starting off on a positive positive vibe here. Just to focus. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Just kind of seeing the overall energy you all are carrying at this time in regards to life, love, relationships, perhaps work. Let's just see what pops up for y'all. Got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, just taking care of your money. Money is definitely on the mind, making some decisions here. Some fair, just decisions, walking away from a situation, celebrating. I see possible pregnancy or, let's see here, growth. Let's see here, what else? Perhaps feeling as if you are trapped. Perhaps afraid of opportunities. You're missing out, that fear of missing out. And actually, you know, coming into a sense of calmness. So overall, I feel that these energies are quite beautiful. So let me go ahead and put my cards down. So I see here the Four of Pentacles. It says money improvements, more coming your way. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Empress. Overall, I don't think money's going to be a problem for you. I think that you are going to be considering any sort of investments. You are going to be focusing on growing your money. I do see that here, and I see that sense of balance with the Chariot here, and that willingness to, like, let's get that going, like that speedy mentality of, hey, I see this opportunity here, I want to take it, and I want to move full force with it. You're seeing some value coming out of a project that you're working on, perhaps, or even at work, you're being valued, perhaps. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, I mean, this is somebody who's actually taking time to take care and invest in any projects that they have. A very careful and methodical way of handling your money, your finances, perhaps your job. You're probably even working on side projects that are someday, like your side hustle. This could also represent a side hustle. Have you been thinking about that? Are you saving your money right here? Because we have the Four of Pentacles, right? And this guy, he has 2 feet on a pentacle each, and he's holding a pentacle. He has the pentacle on his hand, on his head. Like, money's on his mind, his hand, and on his feet. So he's all about money right now. So like I said, I really do see you getting that hustle on. You are moving forward and fast with this opportunity, perhaps, like I said, a side hustle, or even a raise at work. Fingers crossed. So again, I see here the Eight of Cups, and these are like the personal things, right? So the Eight of Cups, it says money problems, turning your back and walking away, knowing nothing more can be done. So when this is reversed, it's telling me that perhaps you did have money problems, but it's no longer affecting you. Obviously, you're coming into better times. But what was an issue in the past was a lesson for you to learn how to invest, to learn how to appreciate, and you even asking for appreciation. Perhaps you had a job that was so shitty and people were just mistreating you so badly, and you perhaps walked away, or that just like was terminated, you know? And then here we have the Two of Swords. It says peace and harmony, needing to take the blindfold off, keep reassessing the situation at hand. So, you know what's catching my eye right now is the moon. there's a crescent moon here in the Two of Swords. There's a crescent moon in the Eight of Cups. And they're the two opposite cycles of the moon phase. So I would say, yeah, this time of indecision, this time of being unappreciated perhaps, is no longer gonna phase you anymore. That's awesome. So, and then we're gonna move on to here, the Four of Wands. This is happy home, possible country setting. So we see here 4 wands, you know, decorated with like this rosy wreath, and like they're celebrating. It's happy. There's this sense of success coming your way, and it's quite honestly, this is a beautiful energy for you to be coming into. And I feel here that if you take action now to make your investments, get that hustle going now, and no longer doubt and no longer tolerate people not appreciating you, you are going to come into this beautiful, successful time. And you don't even need to worry about money. It's just gonna come at you full force, and you will be fine. You will be financially rewarded. So this is the energy that you are that's surrounding you right now. If you take this lesson now, you're going to come into this Empress mode. She's sitting on her throne in nature. She's, you know, beautiful. She has all of the, like, she has her crown. She's just happy, and anything that she touches will grow. Anything that she invests in will triple, will quadruple. It will just grow on its own. It's abundance. It's that's what it means. It's just pure abundance. So, and then you have this energy here of quite the opposite. You have like an oppositional force here, and to be quite honest, it's only in your head. The Eight of Swords, it signifies frustrations, feeling bound and gagged. So feeling bound means that you can't move, you feel trapped, and gagged meaning that you can't speak up, you know? But that's actually quite the opposite. When you actually embrace and learn the lesson of the Empress, the Eight of Swords will not faze you. You feeling a temporary sense of being trapped is only in your head. You have the opportunity to unbind yourself using one of these swords, to unbind yourself and to remove that blind and to remove that gag. You have to take your own, basically have to save yourself. No one else is going to save you. No one else is going to do it for you but you. And that's the lesson that you are going to have to learn, is that you are not going to rely on anybody. Everything that you are doing, it's because of you and you alone, and that's it. No one else's advice, no one else's 2 cents here and there, you know, making you feel doubt, making you feel this and that, any kind of low vibe, it's not going to cut it with you going forward. It's not. Because when we have the Empress here, she will magnify, she will, like I said, anything she touches, she will just manifest and grow. And this low vibe of feeling frustrated, it's only in your head, and it's temporary because you're gonna quickly bounce back. And then honestly, what you're gonna fear the most is just that energy. With the Ace of Swords here, it's telling me the frustration that this is what you're gonna be fearing, that you're not gonna have enough, that you're not gonna be given the opportunities, you're not gonna be treated fairly. That is what's going to hold you back, is your fear that you're not going to be able to get through, when in actuality you will. If you ever come across a hiccup or a bump, it is for a reason. You need to grow. You need to not do the same thing that you did last year, last week. No, you got to level up. This is going to be the reading for the person that needs to level up, that needs to trust that they are financially okay. They need to trust they are going to be given the opportunities, or guess what? They're going to make their own opportunities. They are not going to sit around and wait for somebody to save them. And I'm getting the chills. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. So remember, the Empress, she doesn't really need to do much. And this is quite the same as the Queen of Pentacles. They're sitting and they let anything that they touch, anything that they want, it just grows around them. So have that mentality, have that Queen of Pentacles and this Empress mentality that anything that you want and you're going to put effort into is because of you and you alone. And you're not going to rely on anybody or opportunities to come your way. You're going to find them and you're going to make them, and that's it. So that quote, that saying, I can and I will, that's the energy of this reading. I can and I will. I don't give a shit. Like that ferocity, that is what you will need during this time to combat any kind of frustrations, any kind of lack, because it's all in your head. You are the destiny. You are in charge of your destiny. You. And how that's going to come across. So finally, we have the Six of Swords. It says a boat or over water travel, turning boat out of troubled waters into calmer waters. So here we have a cloaked figure with a child, and this guy, he's taking them into very obviously calm water. He's traveling, he's transporting them to perhaps a safer place, and it's going to be mentally. This is you moving forward again with this chariot here. It signifies like quick movement, and because it's coupled with the Six of Swords and calm water, this is just going to be like a mental battle within yourself to just to simply allow your abundance to come in, your opportunities. Allow it and you make it. You can make it and you can allow it, and you will ultimately be fine. Your finances, they're going to take care of themselves. I don't see any issues here with finances, aside for you having these frustrations within yourself that perhaps you're not good enough and this and that. But guess what? The Empress, she never has that kind of mentality. She knows she's enough. She knows she can get what she wants whenever she wants. She owns it. So that right there is going to be your foundational thing to move forward in this energy. Okay. So remember, when all else fails, I can and I will, and I'm going to try again and I'm going to do it. That's the ferocity you need to move forward with in this time. So aside from that, this energy here, let's go ahead and move forward with like an oracle. Let's see what other information we can pull. So we have listen. This is the High Priestess energy. It is the intuitive. It is actually very feminine in its energy here. So this is the only one that I felt drawn to pull. So this card, when anything and everything feels frustration, like fussy, or just isn't really going your way, come back to your center. Exactly her pose here. Bring your hands together and bring them down to your heart, and just breathe and listen to the things that are not being said by others, and listen to your intuition. Your instincts will always lead you in the right direction. That I will promise you. Your instincts will always lead you in the right direction. When you come across any frustrations or any kind of fights, internal thoughts that you might have that are frustrating, come back to center, breathe, take a few minutes, regroup, and listen to your intuition. Listen to it, because it's going to guide you in the right direction. It's going to remove those frustrating thoughts and give you clarity. Okay, so the next we're gonna go into the goddess. The goddess is here, so I just want to see what kind of message that they have for you guys, because this is a beautiful reading. I really don't see you all having too much issues aside from your own mental traps. Like you can trap yourself in these thoughts. But hang tight, guys. Let's see. Fortune. What did I tell you guys? Right here. Fortune. Fortune. If this does not just tell you you're gonna be fine financially, guys, I have no idea how else I can like further explain. The goddess, again, the goddess Lakshmi, she's telling you that you will be coming into your fortune. You just have to listen. You have to listen to your instincts. I mean, guys, how much more awesome can this reading be in regards to finances? You are taking charge. You are taking the opportunities, and you're putting all of these frustrations, these worries. If you again listen to the advice of the Empress, if you listen to her, she will guide you. You will end up guiding yourself in that energy to success. You will guide yourself to success, and you will be more than capable of having your fortune, having your success, and having your side hustle and building onto that. This is amazing. If you got this, please let me know in the comments below, guys. This is great energy. Bye.